What's up, y'all? It's the Booshbag, Miss Booshbag to you. Alright, I know that this is also a late review. My reviews always be late as hell, but you know, it's a lot of stuff going on. And even when it's not a lot of stuff going on, it be a lot of stuff going on for me, okay? So I'll be late, and I'm sorry. Forgive me. Alright, it started out with Matt. He is with Brianna, and he covered the room with rose petals or whatever. Brianna's super happy, and she's like, oh, our life is so perfect, everything is so freaking wonderful. And he's happy, and he's like, yay, I finally did something right. Yeah. So she actually is talking about how she is happy that he went behind her back and invited Christy to the wedding, because she thinks that she probably would have regretted it if Christy wouldn't have been there, which is now making me think, like, what about her parents, her family? Like, is she going to regret that? Because he didn't invite them, because he knew it'd be over the top at that point. But yeah, she didn't mention regretting it because of her family. She is hoping that Tara and Tanya, I just call them TT right now. TT changed their minds. And she hoped that her family also changes their mind about Matt, because, you know, things have been going so great. And, you know, everything is like the way that it's supposed to be and perfect. And she's just hoping that with the wedding, now that it's out in the open, it's not like a secret wedding anymore, and she's pregnant, she just kind of want everybody to get on board with everything, right? So, Christy gives Todd a cupcake. He ain't gonna eat the cupcake. First of all, Todd is fat as hell, right? And she keep on making fun of him for being fat. So he's supposed to be going on a diet. I'm just saying, why are you trying to give him cupcakes when he's supposed to be on a diet? So he's like, I'm not going to eat that. I'm trying to lose weight. Why the hell would you do this to me? Like, what kind of ignorant shit is this? She was like, could you at least stick your finger inside of it? Stick your finger in it, and pulled out a little baby. So basically, they are, there's a baby. They got matched. So they have to fill out a lot of paperwork, and I guess just kind of sit around and wait. They are supposedly the best match, but there are other families interested in this baby that they're looking to adopt. And the baby is from, shit, did I write it down? I do not think that I wrote where the baby's from, but the baby's from another country. It's not like an American baby, so you know what I'm saying. And Todd is saying that he don't want them to tell anybody. You know, until things are more finalized. You don't want to jinx it or whatever. You know, a lot of us are like that, right? You feel like you're gonna jinx some shit if you talk about it, so you don't want anybody to know until things are really on the ball, already happening. You know. Okay, so T and T are with Elena shopping, and they tell her that they want to throw her a baby shower. Yay! And she's like, well, I want all the girls to be there. Boo! So now they all mad because, yeah. Because Elena want Christy to be there, and they still trying to act all about Christy, right? So they ask about her wedding, and she's like, oh wow, how was the wedding anyway since you went? And she was like, oh my god, well Christy was there. It was like, Christy was there. Like, how the fuck did she get in? And she's like, she just came. She showed up and she came to talk to me. But I don't know. Did Elena go talk to Christy, or did Christy pull her aside? I don't know exactly who pulled who aside. But yeah, it seemed like she still tried to play Christy out a little bit. But she was like, Christy pulled her to the side and she started crying. And they're like, crying for what? She says she's telling me that she is afraid for her life to die. And like, die from what? Like, oh my fucking god. So Tara's like, well, you know what? I'm so happy that I missed the wedding because I hate Matt and I can't stand Christy. So I got to avoid both of them by not going. No, they got to avoid yo. Okay. I like Christy. Matt, eh. But Tara, you also, So yeah, she started trying to defend herself, like she didn't do nothing again. And she's like, well, she threw 2 things at me before I even defended myself. Really? Is that how it happened? And people are like, did you look at the tape? Yes, I looked at the fucking tape. I saw that you threw a drink in her face. You threw liquid in her eyes several times. Now I'm going to tell you one thing. Somebody got liquor in my eye before. They didn't throw a drink in my face. But I used to go with somebody who was an idiot, and he threw a football at me while I had a drink, and vodka went in my eyes. And I'm going to tell you, when liquor is in your eyes, it burns. It burns and it stings. So if you throw something, and it seemed like so much liquid. It seemed like her face was this big and the ocean just went into her face. That's how much liquid it seemed like. I noticed she was blinded. She was just picking stuff up and throwing it, but they were still plastic cups. And then you hit her with a glass cup. So it's not the same. And I mean, your attempts to defend yourself, I mean, admit that you did something wrong. Okay, and that you really just want to get off the hook for it. Now, I don't know if Christy is as hurt as she is claiming to be. But is the doctor lying about her having lesions on her brain? Do they do that? I mean, is she paying the doctor off? I don't really get it. So I'm going to assume that this has really happened to her. And your attempts to try to make her minimize it, her doctor bills her own health for your well-being or for you to feel like a better person, I don't know where that comes from. That's an arrogant sense of entitlement. And you think, I don't even want to say it because I say it probably in every video. Think less of yourself. Less. Much less. Okay. So she's saying that she won't apologize because they're like, well, you're going to need to, she wants you to apologize. Because she was like, no, I'll never apologize to her. And now she's all like, oh, she's playing the whole woe is me thing. Oh, my husband's so nice. He's taking me to the doctor. I don't know how that's supposed to be a bad thing for somebody to say my husband take me to the doctor. I mean, I guess I'm trying to get sympathy and make somebody look bad because my husband take me to the doctor, even though I don't be wanting him to. But yeah, he'll still take me. Yeah, I don't even get it. I don't even get where she's going with that whole thing. And she was like, you know what? She just took this whole thing too far. It is a matter of public record. She just fucked up my whole family. No, you fucked up your family. First of all, because you're always arguing with people. You're always starting shit. You're always starting shit. If you didn't start shit, if you were a nice, kind, reasonable human being, this would not be happening to your family. This would not be happening to you. And shit, I mean, without even pressing any freaking charges, for people like, oh, how did the press to find out? I still am baffled how you guys think that having a camera crew in a restaurant that is full, and you guys being little people, drawing so much attention to yourself being a group of little people, and then you have a fight, a bar fight. A bunch of little people have a bar fight in a restaurant bar type situation where there are lots of people and a film crew, and yet you're like, well, how did the news find out? I don't know. It's a mystery. Anyway, so Tara, once again, is not attempting to take any responsibility for her part in this whole thing. She's just blaming everything on Christy. Alright, so Christy and Brianna are out for ice cream, and I just got to talk about Brianna real fast. She's made many, many bad makeup choices, but by far, the gold eyeshadow and gold, yellowish hue on the cheeks, the blush, it just make it look sickly. I'm like, what the hell is going on with her face? Is she ill? Does she need to go to the doctor? Do you need medical attention? That shit is ugly. Stick with the extremely gaudy pink that you've been wearing. Go with that. At least for the lips anyway. The cheeks, you know, girl, just let somebody slap you on both cheeks. And let it get just the slightest bit of pink, and that's all you need. Because you really be going too far. Too far with the makeup. Yeah. So they're talking about Elena's baby shower and that they want to go, but they don't really want to be bothered with Tara and Tanya. But they want to, of course, support Elena, because who don't want to go to Elena's baby shower, especially since she's cool with everybody, right? So, what's her name? Christy brings up, she was like, wow, it's just funny that they're having a baby shower for Elena and nobody's having a baby shower for you. I mean, you just got married and you are pregnant. But Brianna don't give a damn. And Christy starts talking about her concussion, and because Brianna's like, so what is up with you and the head and all of this stuff? And she's like, well, I'm thinking that there might be some long-term repercussions based on this concussion. That's a lot of word cushion right there, right? But long-term issues, right? She's not sure. Apparently still having headaches and things like that. So she's saying that she would drop the charges. She would drop them if Tara apologized. A true, real apology where she was sincere about knowing the magnitude of what it was that she did and really just saying, I'm sorry that I did that. I didn't mean to hurt you. I meant to just have a regular argument. I didn't mean for something really horrible to happen. Or, anything along those lines. Anyway, then Tara goes to the doctor with Elena and her big tall ass husband. I can't remember his name. So apparently she has a new OBGYN, and she wants to try to bring up to the doctor that whole shit about natural childbirth, right? So they're supposed to find out the gender of the babies today. Tara asks the doctor, does she specialize in whatever? Some ablation. And she was like, nah. But I have worked with women that have been pregnant with twins before. And she thinks that the C-section is the safest route to take. But Elena's like, look, in Russia, don't nobody be having no damn C-sections. People have babies. They have babies the regular, natural ass way. And she, she just wants to try it. So if there's any possibility of her being able to have natural childbirth without getting cut up, then that's what she wants to do, and she don't really give a fuck about none of the other stuff. They opted out of having the amnio test because, first of all, she would have to have 2 of them, and they're supposed to be really dangerous. And the babies are both too little, so they're not going to have that. So they're not going to know if they're going to be little people or normal sized people. But they were able to check the gender, right? So I don't think they didn't tell us, or did they tell us? I don't know. I didn't write it down yet. Okay, so now skips to Elena's baby shower, and Tanya is apparently in a committed relationship with Kerwin. Whatever. I don't even want to talk about Kerwin because this storyline is so corny, and I need her to be in a real relationship with a real boyfriend. Okay, I need him to live in the same city, and for them to spend time together, and for her to have the regular day-to-day annoyances of living with a man just like everybody else. No, she living fancy free. I don't trust her. All right. So she's saying, well, we already been in a relationship for 20 years off and on. So he's not moving here immediately, like today. But if I waited this long, at least I could give the man a couple of months to move. So we're going to see. We don't know if he really going to do it or if he just trying to, whatever, run some game. So Brianna is there. And Tara says that she's not mad about the wedding. Yeah. And then she goes on to bring up the wedding. Like, oh, so what's up with your wedding? How was it? Or whatever. If you don't care about the wedding, then don't care. You alright? He's asleep.
I'm not asleep.
Okay, then he's not asleep. Alright, Brianna tells them that Christy says she wanted a public apology. And, of course, Tara's like, again, she's so annoyed by the whole thing all the time. So, Jasmine is like, well, a private apology would be better. Like, no, it wouldn't. First of all, you don't know what kind of apology would be better for some fucking body else, okay? Let somebody get the kind of apology that they need. So basically, she's saying, the way that Christy explained it was, it needs to be public so that the paparazzi will stop freaking bothering her. They can all let it go because they will know that she has apologized, as opposed to, waiting for the show to come out in 2 seasons or months and months from now in order for somebody to see on TV that she has apologized privately, yeah, just do the public thing. You know how you hit her in the face with the glass and threw the drink in her face in public? Yeah, then do that in public, okay? Like that. So, Tara says that now that it's a lawsuit or whatever, that she can't say anything because, you know, because everything is all legal now. So Todd and Christy come in, and she's saying that she's just hoping that Tara could take the high road and, you know, apologize. But girl, she is not going to apologize. She is not going to apologize. So they do a little game where they figure out with silly string. So in order for Elena and Dude to let everybody know the gender of the twins, it was going to be a surprise. So everybody got like a bottle of silly string, and they just spray it all on them, and then whatever. So it's blue, so they're having 2 little boys, okay? And now Tara is over there like, oh, my life is so destroyed now. I'm like, I'm in the same boat as Matt now. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, and everything is you know what, you keep on talking about Christy with the woe is me. It sounds like you're the woe is me girl here. You're the one acting like everything is happening to you, and like you didn't have anything to do with it, like circumstances just happened to you. People are just, you know, filing charges against you, and you didn't even do anything wrong. How dare someone get angry that you hit them with something and then have the nerve to do something about it? What a bitch, right? So, all right. So she's like, she screwed my life forever. This police report will still show up for me anytime I go to look for a job or on a background check or whatever. And Jasmine goes and pulls Christy aside. And she's like, oh, it's just so awkward in here. So Tanya asks her why she filed a police report. None of your business, bitch, because I wanted to. Because I got hit and I wanted to file a police report. You ain't got to answer to her. And she was like, and you know, if she was to file a report back against you, you wouldn't even be able to adopt this kid. So think about that. Yeah, she could fuck it up where she couldn't adopt kids. But she started the fight, and the person was blinded and throwing things while blind, and they were plastic. So what she could say is someone attacked her and she defended herself, because that's actually what happened. Yeah, that's what happened. Okay, so I don't know if they'll stop you from adopting children for defending yourself when you're being attacked, but I mean, if they do, then I guess that could hurt her. Get the fuck out of here. Tara walks away, and she says that well, because they're asking her, could you go over there and just talk to her? Could you talk to her? She's like, no, she can't take back a police report. So she's talking to Matt, and Matt agrees. And he's like, yeah, the charges that you guys looked up on me when you know, hated me and were trying to find out bad stuff about me, all those charges were dropped. So I don't have a police record. I have an arrest record, and that arrest record will always be there. So she's like, oh, when I go look for jobs, what job is she looking for? Hasn't she been like an actor or... yeah, that sort of stuff, like the whole time? Does she have any skills for an actual job? Or is she just pretending that she was going to get some sort of, legal job? She was going to become a lawyer at some point, and now it's going to just backfire. Nothing. She was going to be a school teacher. Like, what were you going to be where you needed a background check any goddamn way? Girl, knock it off. Knock it off. All right, Elena asked her to apologize, and she said that she threw something. And she said, yeah, I threw something. It's a freaking plastic cup. It was not a glass. I did not hurt her when I threw something. And plus, Tara threw something first. So she threw something back. All right. So Christy is crying, and everybody's starting to leave now. Because everybody got Tara's like, well, I gotta go, I can't be here, you know, because of the legal thing. And, you know, she's just making more of it. So everybody's getting all weird, and everybody's leaving, and Christy's feeling like she's ruining the baby shower. So she's like, well, I'm gonna go, because I don't want, you know, to fuck everything up. Now Matt and Brianna are at the doctor to check out the gender, and He wants a boy, even though he already got a boy. She wants a boy because she already has a daughter. And yes, it is a boy. Yay, right? And then on the screen it says 3 weeks later. 3 weeks later, in that direction, right? Okay, I don't know. TNT and Jasmine, Tara, Tanya, and Jasmine are talking about Matt sending dick pics for the last 5 months, right? And Tanya knows of 3 girls, but Tara's like, no, there are 4 girls. Well, I know of 4, and she knows of 3, so that's like 7, because I'm assuming they're not talking about the same girls. So people are basically hitting them up. The girls that he's sending stuff to or doing stuff with are sending them messages about, you know, whatever, and sending them the dick pics and stuff. So basically they're saying every time Brianna leaves, every time she's away, even when they went to Mexico to Cancun for her bridal shower, what is it called? A bachelorette party? Yeah, the one where she refused to have a stripper and she wouldn't sit near the stripper because of whatever, because her cheating ass husband. Just like I told y'all in that episode, there's a reason that you be acting that crazy over a stripper. The stripper's not gonna have no sex with you. Ain't nothing gonna happen from there being a stripper in the damn room, except y'all gonna be goofy and dance around and he's going to leave. So the only reason she'll be acting so distant, like she has to run away because a stripper came in the room, is because her punk ass husband is acting jealous, and now she gotta not have fun at her bachelorette party because he is a cheater. Because cheaters are always the people who accuse you of cheating, because they know how to cheat. So they think that that would be a good opportunity to cheat, even though you wouldn't be thinking about cheating. But they like, you know what? I would be cheating if I was there, so you must gonna be cheating too, so let me argue with you about that bullshit. And now you gotta not have fun. You can't do anything. You can't even be a normal have fun person. You have to exclude yourself from every fucking thing. So yeah, pissed me off. But yeah, so every time she's been away, he's been doing that. Jasmine says that, yeah, she considers sexting to be cheating, and she's mad as hell. And of course sexting is cheating. Get the fuck out of here. So basically, okay, Matt called Joe, Tara's little husband, and he was crying. And he was like, man, I messed up so bad. And Joe was like, man, what did you do? And he said, no, I would never kill her. I was just sexting. I would never kill her. What kind of fucking thing is that? What makes you think that that was the conclusion that he had come to when you were crying and he said, what's wrong? What did you do? No, I didn't kill her. It sounds to me like somebody's planning to kill him, a little person. Because that is a very odd choice of words. And Tara's like, what kind of fucking dumb shit is that to say? That's the first thing that comes to your mind when you get in trouble, is that you should kill the person that's mad at you? No, I didn't kill her. I didn't ask you if you killed her. I didn't think there was a need for anybody to die. Really weird, creepy as hell. All right, so Jasmine just wants him to leave now. She's saying that she don't have nobody else, right? So they actually want to do an intervention to help Brianna, and they're inviting everybody. Christy, everybody got to be there, because they don't want to push her away. They want, you know, everybody to be there to give their input, because it affects everybody. Mostly Matt is the reason that everybody is fighting with each other. Even Christy and Tara and Tanya are all against each other because of who's supporting you and your husband and who isn't supporting, or who didn't, you know, not support you hard enough, or seem to be walking the middle of the line. Like, all of the fighting is about your dumbass husband who already cheated on you, and now he's cheating again. All right, so Jasmine invited everybody over to Tara's house, but Joe was like, why? I mean, how many fucking times do we got to do this? And she's like, Tara told him, well, Brianna thinks that it was just only one person, but there's a whole bunch of people, and somebody contacted her and said that he even has a Tinder account, right? And Tinder's supposed to be like a hookup website. That's where you're not sexting, you're not sending dirty messages and pictures. You actually are supposed to meet up to just have one night stands with people. So they don't know if he's even cheating in actual real life. So shit is getting serious. And then she's talking more about his case, and she was like, no, his case isn't actually like mine. He really did do something, and he paid money for it to be not, go any further, for it to get settled out of court. But apparently he took some woman and he put her up against the wall and choked her and threw her down or put her down or some shit like that. Put her down. I don't know what put her down mean, but it seemed like she got choked out. Yeah, so the person may have somewhat, well, he said they dropped the charges, but no, paying to settle out of court and getting the charges dropped are two different things, right? So whatever. Tara wants to offer their house to Brianna and her daughter and the kid, I guess, if they need it. And Joe was like, no. He was like, if this motherfucker walking around strangling people, first of all, we are all little people. He is a big, grown-ass, regular-sized man. And he's big for a regular-sized person. Do we want to get strangled? We going to let this crazy motherfucker come over to our house and we got a newborn baby? Like, no. She going to have to go get her life together somewhere else. So, he ain't down for it. So, they wanted to meet at Jasmine's house. And when Christy gets there, she hugs Tanya. They all hug. And her and Tara, they didn't hug, but they did like a little solidarity handshake, like they're all there to be down for Brianna. So I thought that was kind of nice. I don't know what it's going to lead to, but we going to see. Christy is a little bit apprehensive because she don't want people to come at Brianna all negative and make her feel all bad and stupid and all of that stuff. So, she's just basically hoping for the best, and she's saying that she's going to shut it down if they start coming at her, too hard. She is still pregnant and real emotional. So she was saying, Brianna's saying that she had been ignoring all of them because, she just don't really want to hear a whole bunch of I told you so's and all that stuff right now. And she actually had found out about all of this on Valentine's Day. When the girl told him, found out on B-Day, the girl told, whatever. Yeah, she found out on Valentine's Day, so she said it was like the worst day and the best day and the worst day ever, because I guess a lot of good shit was happening, and then she find this shit out. So, she's embarrassed. She kicked him out, but then she's like, he is my husband, like, where is he gonna go, or whatever. So then she let him stay. All right. They're like, are you still sleeping in the same bed? Yeah. You still having sex? Yeah. Once. It's a hormone thing, like, girl. So essentially what you're saying is he cheated again. And you've been married, what, 2 weeks? 3 weeks? Okay. He cheated again, and you're pregnant, and you didn't do nothing. But say you should leave, and then not make him leave, and then he's not even sleeping on the couch. He's sleeping in the same bed, like he didn't do nothing wrong. Like, are you fucking kidding me? So, yeah, she ain't got no backbone. Zero. So they ask her, is sexting considered cheating to her? And she's like, yeah. Tara said it's not just that he's sexting. He's also saying bad things about you. Like, he's talking about you. He's making fun of you behind your back to these other women, like you aren't a good wife, or like you're not around, or just whatever negative thing it is that you could say about your wife to make other women like you is what he's doing. So all of this shit is completely inappropriate. And she's, acting like it was in the past. And they're like, no, it is happening now. He is currently doing this. And she's like, well, Brianna was thinking, well, people make mistakes, and he needs help, and I should be there, because do I believe in marriage, and do I, girl, what they call it, pregnancy brain, when you just be talking stupid? Because this is all just pure dumbness. I know you're embarrassed, but get over it, because they're here to help you. You better take the help while you could get it. and she's saying that she misses her family because she would really need them to talk to at this point. But of course, she gave up her family for her stupid husband. Just like she got all her friends fighting over her stupid husband. And now she is going back to her stupid husband. So she's like, well, I don't know. I feel like I should leave, and then I feel like I should stay. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Whatever. Elena said, well, she was like, he didn't make a mistake. No, there's not a mistake. There's no mistake when you do it more than once. Okay? Then this is a bullshit. Elena make me laugh. Now, I got some little Russian sort of little friends, and that accent always makes me cackle the fuck over. But she is so serious. She's like, no, he needs to go. Y'all need to break up. Get him the fuck up out of there, basically. And Tanya's telling her, well, if he said that he was, going to love you and do all this stuff for you, and he's doing this, he's not acting like a person that loves you. So basically, you could get out of this marriage just because you got married under false pretenses. He does not love you. So you got married under the assumption that y'all was in love, and you were not. So, yeah, get out of it. Leave. And they're telling her, I don't want you to stay because you're, desperate. You're scared to lose him. And then Christy comes at it from an addiction standpoint, because of course we know she had the addiction problems. But Elena's like, no, this is just excuse. So she don't believe in motherfucking addiction either. She don't believe in C-sections. She don't believe in doing no shit the easy way. She was like, no, he don't need no help. If he need help, get help somewhere else. We don't give a fuck. Out of fuck addiction. So Christy's like, no, if he could get maybe some help and then whatever. So I don't know, for what, sex addiction, whatever. Nobody's really down for it. Matt said he told Brianna that it was because they had broke up, that he was sexting. And they were like, no. First of all, you wasn't broke up. You weren't broken up. It was happening the whole time before. This has been going on from right now up until at least 5 months back. So even when you went to have your bachelorette party and we were all in Cancun together fighting and arguing over this marriage that we didn't want you to have, he was cheating on you then. And she was like, oh, well, I just found that out now. So, yeah, it's whatever. I'll find out what I'm going to do. She's still just not being accepting. She's still talking about moving forward and all of this bullshit. She says she's not scared to kick him out. But she's just kind of lost. I think she is scared to kick him out, first of all, because I think that when he got aggressive before and he's beaten women up before, and that they were saying that he was doing something aggressive towards her. I think that being a little person, if you're with an average sized person and he's like kind of a big average sized person, and has some anger issues and anger tendencies, I think it would be ridiculous for you to try to make me believe that you're in no way afraid of this person. I will be afraid of anybody that's more than double my size, even if they had a nice temperament, because it could switch at any time. But somebody that has a nasty temperament and is arrogant and childish, and can blow up and do all kind of ridiculousness and has a past history of beating up women, for you to tell me that you're not scared, I mean, I gotta tell you, I don't fucking believe you. I call bullshit. You are fucking scared. I also think that she's scared of being alone, and that's why she's sitting there staying around to be with this guy, because he is just maybe slightly attractive and he's normal size, and she wants that normal thing. She wants to feel like some cute regular guy could like her, and she's holding on for that. Girl, you better find somebody ugly and chill. Alright, so she says that she feels violated, disgusted when she's finding out all this stuff and the sex thing and that is still going on, and she's mad and she is embarrassed in front of everybody, especially since everybody already told her this, and then she got married anyway and pushed everybody away, and it's just like a slap in the face just a short time after, right? So Jasmine does offer her house to her and the kids when the new baby is born. I think she's 4 months, maybe 5 at this point. And And Jasmine says that she starts crying and she's talking about how much she appreciates her husband, because her husband is like, you know, way nicer and really helpful and really cares about her and loves her. And she wants more for Brianna. She wants Brianna to find somebody who is a nice guy. At least care about her, at least like her. I mean, what the fuck? She's scared for them, and she at this point don't want to have nothing to do with Matt. So she's like, I don't want shit to do with him. So I'll try to be supportive and all of that, and I'm not going to support your husband no more. I'm never talking to him again. I don't want him around me. And Brianna's still talking about how she don't want to give up on marriage, but she don't know how to make the decision. She has to just, you know, she has to figure out what she's going to do. She has to make the decision. So that is the end of the whole season. And then, you know, at the end, when the season is over, they like tell you what happened or whatever. So it says that they still live together, and she still can't decide to work on the marriage or to get a divorce. Well, I'm saying, after all this goddamn time, I'm assuming that you must be working on the marriage, because how could you not know which one you're doing? Does he still live in the house? I'm going to assume that means you didn't get a divorce. So it's one or the other. So she's still somewhere being stupid. And the girls are hoping that at some point that she will just put her own safety first. So I'm wondering if this is going to help the girls to get it all back together, because they can finally be able to look over the season and see where they went wrong, how they did Christy wrong, if they ever care to even fucking admit that. That she also didn't like Matt, and she wasn't trying to play no fence. She just wasn't talking as harsh, big shit. She was willing to just suck it up just to be friends with this girl, whereas you guys weren't. And since now everybody is openly hating Matt, there's no question about it, it's very clear, hate, hate, hate all across the board, then nobody should be mad. I don't know what's going to happen with the police report or whatever, if she can get it expunged or whatever the hell is going to go on with that. But hopefully the girls will get back together. But I did see the little reunion special, and I seen what Brianna cussing at Tanya, and Tanya like, don't be talking to me like that, bitch, or whatever. So I'm excited about that. But this is the end of the season, and didn't I tell you Matt was gonna fuck everything up? Everybody hates him, and rightfully so. He is a jerk, he is a jackass, and I know Brianna feels stupid, and she should continue to feel stupid until she stops actually being stupid. I feel very, very sorry for her, because she's pregnant and she's stuck between a rock and a hard place, but she got a whole bunch of girls that's out there to help her, and she needs to take advantage of that. Now, if you agree with me and my commentary, my review, my recap, all of that, let me know down in the comments. If you do not agree, let me know down in the comments. If you think my hair is the bomb today, let me know down in the comments. And if you are excited about the reunion coming up, let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And until the next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching, y'all. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe for more videos.